And I'm Fen,
I'm Anne.
and we are 59-year-olds, almost 60s, and we both really enjoy running. I've been a lifelong runner, and
I started running about 10 years ago.
she, no, not even that long.
It was 2012.
2017. Oh, you've been running that long?
No, 2013. So
Okay.
going on
So 8 years,
9.
9 years, yeah. So she was an avid swimmer, and she had all the high school records in swimming, and I had a couple records in running, so I've always been runner. But she converted. I won her over to running, and so. But we know as we're closing in on 60, we've got goals, and we've had some challenges and obstacles as we're getting older. So we want to share some of those. So we want to kind of encourage you to not give up. That's kind of our motto right now. Is like, let's just keep fighting and try to give it our best and have no regrets about putting ourselves out there and doing what we can do. So we're going to recap a little bit of what's happened in 2021, and then kind of some things that we've been working on to move towards some of our goals in 2022, and then we'll talk about some of our goals in 2022. So how has 2021 been for you?
Not so great. Emotionally and physically. I have been diagnosed with osteoporosis as of 3-4 years ago. Didn't think a whole lot about that, and then I started fighting the stress fractures that came with the running. So had a stress fracture in my right, and I get confused, tibia, fibula, but then in a left foot, and then again back in the right in 2021. So that kind of felt like, April of 2021. April, somewhere in there. So then you're kind of knocked off your feet, and had to regroup. Started walking, and kind of kept at that for about 3 or 4 months, and then the physician was of the mindset, maybe go ahead, do about half of what you were doing, and you're a little fearful. And I started doing a little bit more of a cross training towards the end of the year. So swimming, stationary bike, and running lower miles per week, breaking it up.
So you've just been starting to build up on that a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
and
trying some new sneakers.
Yeah.
Got some Hokas for the first time. You always what did you usually wear?
Asics.
Usually wore Asics.
Yep.
So got some Bondis, and they feel pretty good. Hopefully that helps with the stress factors a little bit. Also, we both did a running gait analysis at the end of this year. I guess we'll come back to that. But so for me, 2021, I had a great 2020. I had the most mileage I've ever run. I hit over 3,000 miles. And this year, in February, I came down with piriformis syndrome out of nowhere. I had gone for a run, got back. I went to get out of the car. I could barely stand up. My sciatic nerve was totally my muscle was just totally cramped down on it, and I could barely walk. So that was 6 months of dealing with piriformis syndrome. So that cut me down to 1,800 miles this past year, and a 6-month journey of trying to figure that out. Finally got over that, and so I was fighting that. She was fighting the stress fractures, and we're like, okay, what can we do to be proactive to try to prevent more injuries? And so we decided to get a gait analysis. I won't go into the company right now because we're just early in the process, so we'll continue to see how that all works out. But we got a gait analysis, gave us some insight into what things we could do to work on our running form. So we both have been working on a running form, and we also signed up for a program with them for exercises. So in fact, we just got done doing one set tonight. So we do those about twice a week. We've been doing that for about 5-6 weeks now. And so just trying to get some strength, mostly in the glutes and bilateral movements. So we're not, running, you're just always moving forward, and we're trying to work on, these guys have a lot of exercises where you're doing lunges and squats in lots of different directions, and working a glute med, glute minimus, and just trying to get the glutes stronger. So we've been working on that. I've been back running pretty healthy, and part of what's kind of got us going again is I did at the last minute, I qualified for Boston this year, and I decided 3 days beforehand, without a whole lot of training that I was going to try to do it. So we went
2021.
2021. What did I say? 2020.
We're in a new year.
Oh, that's right. New year. Oh my gosh. So 2021. So September. So it was unique. It was 125th. So I decided it's just going to be a good challenge. My longest run had been 10 miles up to then, and was able to go out. I had my slowest marathon ever, but it felt the best. I enjoyed it, and it was a good experience. And she got encouraged to say, "Okay, I want to get back here again." So that's our goal for 2022. So do you want to speak about that at all
Well, to qualify in 2022, so
for the
to be able
2023?
for 2023 to run.
And
That's the secret goal.
Yeah, that's, and again, for us, usually we don't talk to a whole lot of other people about this, but
Don't tell.
yeah. So that's our goal, is a goal marathon in our hometown in September of this year. And I've got a crazy goal which is totally probably outside of my realm, but I'm going to go for it, is try to break sub 3, which my best has been 3:14. And that was a couple of years ago. So, but that's what we're kind of working towards. We're working on the strength program. We're working on new running form, and we're doing cross training. She's been doing the swimming and the biking, and I may try some swimming. She's trying to teach me, so we'll see if that happens without drowning. But we just want to encourage people to just go for it. I mean, again, if she gets another stress fracture, if I get another injury, I mean, maybe that's not going to be it. Running's part of our life. We love our family, and our faith is a big part of our life, but we both enjoy running. So we want to try to make the best of it. And we want to kind of just be an encouragement to other people to say, hey, go for it. Whether it's running or something else, just keep moving, because movement helps you live the rest of your life. And that's what we're finding. Even these exercises, we find, well, these are going to be beneficial for playing with the grandkids. You go to a playground and you're up and down. It's like all that stuff becomes easier because we're doing these other things. So let's make 2022 the best we can make it. That's all we can do, is give it our best and hope for the best, and
set goals and work hard.
And go for it. Yeah, work hard.
Go for it.
So hope this encourages you a little bit, and we'll be back in touch as we continue our progress in 2022. See you next time. Bye.